But then once they got tenure, they were sort of, the women were kind of pushed aside. Whereas the men who got tenure, it was like the men were identified for like, oh yeah, that guy's going to be the department chair, and that guy's on a path to be, Nobel Prize winner, and this guy's going to be, head of this thing or that thing. There'd never been a woman as head of any department at in the sciences at MIT. And so the women described it as being marginalized, right? And it was like, they were assumed that they weren't as ambitious, that they weren't as bright, that their accomplishments didn't matter. You had to be twice as good. And so they were really talking about what you said, which was unconscious bias. Again, that was an unheard of thing at the time. The first big academic paper on it was in 1995. So I think that was also what resonated with me. I mean, I was a young reporter at the time, and I was like, oh yeah, that thing where you show up at a conference and all the people on stage talking are men. This is how that happens.